What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JK's Just a Podcast, your hump day helper. Grab your headphones, because this is definitely not safe for work. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. We're finally legal consent age.
Give that another.
Episode 18.
The age of consent in our country is a lot lower than that.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's 16, right?
Yeah, dude, we're kind of bridging the gap between Mexico and the United States, where theirs is 12. Mexico is 12. The USA is 18, and ours is 16. Excluding Romeo and Juliet laws or something like that.
I forget what that is. Romeo and Juliet laws. I mean, like, it really doesn't matter, is it? Do you know what they are?
I don't really care to look into them, but I do know that incestuous marriages are legal in this country too.
Wait, whoa.
Do you want to fact check that?
I don't think I do. I don't want that in my Google
Isn't
search.
that crazy?
What percentage of the country do you think actually knows that? Like, what percentage of the average citizen do you think knows that?
Probably 100% of the citizens whose family tree only have one branch.
That's true. Imagine, that would be an awkward
This is our family
project.
tree, or as we should say, family fire pole.
It's just like our family street light. It's just up straight, and then just one guy.
You are a beeline. We beelined it right from the fucking Mayflower to you. Zoop.
But you gotta wonder though. It's like, how many people do you think actually know? It's like, what is it? The First Amendment or Second Amendment? The right to bear arms. Not like it's for us, but as an example, you're like, people know about it, but it's like, okay, how many people use it just because you can?
Lots. I bet. Lots.
So in terms of this particular law, like the fact that that's legal, how many people do you think are really taking advantage of it?
Oh, that's where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Probably the same demographic of people. Which is a good segue into relationships.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Not saying yours is, because it's not. You've seen her. She looks totally different from you. So you're good.
Wait, what?
How was your weekend, man?
That was good.
You were away with her. Happy birthday to Rebecca, by the way. She's not here, but happy birthday to you. How was that? What'd you guys get up to?
It was good, man. Drank
heavily,
and that's something I don't do.
Bitch.
Yeah, I don't do that.
That's fucking so rude,
Isn't
bitch.
that crazy?
What the fuck?
Yeah, a lot. Plenty. I had lots.
God damn. Ugh. That's what it takes, huh?
Yeah. I'm actually finally very comfortable with being over there, being under the influence.
Yeah. Like amongst her group of friends?
Yeah. Plus, I felt like I handled myself really well. I don't think at any point I was.
What was their opinion on your 2-liter of Growers cider? Were they okay with it?
You know what? They totally respect my game.
Yo.
As a man who just doesn't drink beer and prefers the sweet drinks.
Get after it.
Yeah, Grower ciders and like a Pimm's cup. Mm-hmm.
Nice, man.
How was your weekend?
It was kind of busy, actually. I'm not going to lie. But it was just work stuff. Work busy, not fun busy.
No dates, nothing fun?
No. Not this week. That's still up in the air.
Oh, well.
Yeah. What did you get up to for her birthday? Did you just did you just do typical dinner things?
Yeah, I was like, but it was jam-packed with lots of patios.
Yeah, it's patio season.
We're at that age, yeah, totally patio season. We're at that age now though where, when people were like buying you gifts ever since time, right? Since you were a kid, you'd have a birthday party and people would be buying you gifts. And now I'd say right around mid-20s is when you kind of start treating your friends when it's your birthday. Where you start picking up, you start like renting the space and picking up the check. Because that's, we've worked a lot of birthdays as bartenders. That check is usually picked up by the birthday person.
Yeah, they're usually the host of it.
Right? So we're entering that stage.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like it's at the point into like adulthood where you're like, okay, my friends are like they got shit going on, so it's like, thanks for coming out. Like here's a treat.
Make
like,
it worth their while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like they made the effort to come out. You're not like it's not a kid's birthday party where you're like, okay, now I kind of have to go. So like whatever.
Yeah. It is a
Yeah.
bit of a reality check though when you're like, oh,
Nobody shows
no
up.
one's gonna come unless you kind of sweeten
There's
the
like
deal.
incentive. Yeah. it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, 100%. Like, because I've wanted to, like, that's more the style that I'm going for nowadays as opposed to like a party or whatever. I would rather go out for like a nice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my ideal one would be like rent an SUV, like with a driver, like me, 3 or 4 of the homies and whatever, and go somewhere nice for dinner, and like suit up the whole thing. I wish we had cigar bars here. That would be pretty tight. I wish that was illegal here, but it's not.
You know, I could be down for actually one more really good house party.
Yeah, I haven't been to one of those in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Nobody has that shit anymore.
But you know what's crazy though is like we are the perfect age and stage in our life where we could be doing those for every occasion with Airbnb and stuff.
Yeah, we just don't. The amount of people that I know that do Airbnb parties, we've just never taken advantage of it. We've never really done that.
Which is why not a lot of people listen or watch this because evidently
We
we're
don't do
boring.
shit.
We're boring.
We straight up don't do shit.
Wow.
100%. It's the most like average. Unfortunately, the Joe Schmo show is already taken. But like, great, just do nothing title of just like the epitome of what the two of us are as people.
Dude.
Just like regular ass Joes of just fucking working class people.
Straight up, man.
Like, it couldn't epitomize what we are more. Which is why I think we're struggling so hard to find this like audience that we're just like trying to appease with all this like whatever the fuck we're trying to find.
That's true, man. This has been an 18-week identity crisis.
Cute. I still look at it sometimes like looking back like at the thumbnails. I'm like, wow, we made 18 of these, like almost 20 weeks of shit.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's like a lot of content that we put out.
Mm-hmm.
Like 15 hours, I would say, of like content.
And we're
Just
getting
a lot.
We could probably put together a greatest hits, like a solid 90-second video. Let's dive into some topics.
Okay. Well, on the subject of Rebecca's birthday, I was thinking about this because this is probably a question that a lot of guys, I would say, have in little hatchlings in new relationships.
Okay.
And because the first birthday is always tough, and you've gone through 2 now, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first birthday is always tough because you're always like, what do I get her? And I think it has a lot to do with like when you started dating in respect to when the birthday is.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously it's like if you've been dating for a month and next thing you know her birthday's coming up, you're like, I'm not going to like, I don't think you can go all out and get this girl like jewelry and whatever, especially expensive jewelry.
No.
Because it's like you fully don't know the person's taste yet.
I think cheap jewelry is fine.
Maybe,
you
yeah.
can get nice stuff that's less than even $70. I think that's an okay amount if you really feel that way.
Yeah.
But no, we're not talking big ticket stuff.
No. I would say like depending on how long you've been dating before the birthday gets there, you can get away with flowers, maybe something like if you have like kind of an inside joke in the relationship or whatever, something that pertains to that, and like a dinner or whatever, or some kind of experience as opposed to a thing, like
Those
a tangible thing.
Those hold so much value, those like inside jokes, kind of intangible gifts, man.
Yeah. Those
are wicked.
I'm good at giving those. That's what I like doing that stuff because I feel like that holds so much more sentimental value than like any necklace would.
Cards are heavy hitters, believe it or not.
I've never actually given a card.
Yeah,
I've never done a card.
Cards hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take the time to write something funny, and like think about it, means a lot more than some
I
shiny
I might mix card into the game next time. I don't know. But
not for your homies though, like dude,
no,
what the fuck?
I'm not gonna write you a card. Yo, happy G-Day, Holmes.
That's where we separate our genders.
Yeah,
the gals always write their gal pals a nice card.
Did she get a bunch of cards from all of her girlies?
Yeah, I think the gals got her like a joint card.
They put drugs in that shit,
bruh.
It's legal here. Fucking do it. Whatever.
Straight up.
But no, okay. So would you? how do I word this? In terms of a gift, are you more of a surprise person, or to the point where you're like, you pick something so you know you like it, and I'll just foot the bill?
Good.
Or a mix of both.
Good question, man. Say. Gift giving. I like to have an idea of what they'd like to have, and then roll with it.
Yeah.
Like being a tattoo artist, man. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people want exactly what their brain thinks when you go to a tattoo artist. Wow, what a segue. Hold on. This is gonna get
We'll get
crazy.
into that. We'll get into that. But we're gonna answer this first.
But yeah, just ask them what they want, in my opinion, and then put your own unique twist on it.
Right. Yeah. Get like in the ballpark of what they're looking for, because that's safe. Like, you're not going to deal with the awkward, like them maybe having to return the shit and whatever, especially if you spent a pretty penny on it, a good amount of dough. I would say, like, yeah, so I get the ballpark and whatever. One thing I've noticed that works quite well is, like, if you get the thing, or like if you know exactly what they want, or the ballpark, and you get that thing, but you can also throw something else in there as well. That is also, you can give them the thing they know that they're expecting, plus like a surprise thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But again, rolling back to like something kind of inside jokey within the relationship, that's huge.
For sure.
Like, that is huge. That's probably like the best bit of advice, is like, if you have anything, something that would offer a little bit more sentimental value for like a first gift. Or even like remembering their favorite flower. Like, that's so huge.
So you've never done cards. I've never done flowers.
No, I've never done cards. I love giving flowers. I used to go like the extra. I would be so extra with flowers, dog. Like, fuck. And that shit's expensive. Yeah, man. Getting an arrangement done.
They die. And then
they just die. I know. You're just giving such a burden. Because you're like, now you gotta water this shit, keep it alive.
Yeah, because you're gonna check in and be like, oh, it's how are the flowers
doing?
How
are they doing? And you're like, oh.
What's that smell? Oh yeah, they're dead in the fucking kitchen garbage.
Yeah, oops. But no, yeah, I just remember, like, I don't know, there's little details. Like, there was one that, like, her favorite flower was like white roses, or some shit like that, like tulips or whatever. And like a very specific kind, and it was like, I always get those, or like the 1 year anniversary, I would get the dozen roses, like that type of shit, like little whatever, Yeah, I don't know. I've always been super like detail and so extra, like really trying to do some like romantic comedy shit, like straight out of a movie, dude. That's why I'd like first dates for me are so tough. Because you're, like you said, I think last week, you're gonna burn through all your ideas in your head so fast.
Keep it light.
And that's exactly what happens. It's like this first date in my head is like, it's got to go so perfect, and it's like borderline want to be in this spot at this time for fucking fireworks to go off, looking over this, like that type of shit.
Let me chime in here and give some of you, maybe, you young puppy lovers, or I mean, everybody loves puppies. I hope none of you are, in that regard. But, new relationships or bachelors out there, I got this shit from a meme. I swear to God, this works.
Could not be more of a millennial thing.
But, like, what's the hardest thing to do is decide where to eat or what to do. And this meme is 100% legit. What do you say? You say, guess where I'm going to take you.
And you go to that first motherfucking spot.
And be like, how did you know?
How did you know?
But, however, that is, you don't have unlimited ammo with that. You got to use that really sparingly because they catch on.
Yeah. The only thing is, it's like, especially in terms of, like, that's rare to find something like that via meme. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's the same with people using pickup lines that have been posted on Instagram, whatever. That runs dry quick, because if it's posted on Instagram, everybody's seen the shit.
If it's big viral, yeah.
If it's big viral.
Sometimes you catch something that's...
Yeah. If you catch something early and you're like, I haven't seen this, like, on any of these pages, this is probably good to go. But there's a few, like that whole... I've witnessed firsthand the other day, somebody used the dog one, where he would, like, throw the dog emoji. What?
Okay, go on.
No, yeah, he did the dog emoji, and he's like, "Oh, Max, come back!" Like, oh, sorry, he wanders off into DMs or whatever. Hey, I'm like, it was so fun, dude, because I just looked and it just said "seen," no reply. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of what I expected. with something
Yeah,
so
man,
like that is
come
so
on.
overused, like so dangerously overused, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to be so careful with something like that. That's like a huge that turned into that big of a meme. Like
Like
you can't use that.
Yeah, if you're smart, keep your good ideas to yourself.
Yeah. 100%.
Straight up.
Otherwise, they're blatantly just gonna get jacked.
Yeah.
Like without question.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the cheesiest pickup line ever. Just literally a picture of pickup trucks holding blocks of cheese. That one's a classic.
Hold on. Is this like an emoji thing?
No, it's like just a photo, man. It's just did I delete it? I hope not.
That's cute.
It's goofy, dude. But it's funny. Where the fuck is it? Oh, what? Oh, here it is.
You got to put that on screen.
So, yeah, I'll throw it up there. So basically, what I did though, so I saw this on the internet and I was like, okay, the photo, you can't really send photos in like a lot of things. You can't send photos on Tinder for good fucking reason.
Yeah, wow.
So, I mean, I'm not mad at that. So basically, I sat there and racked my brain trying to verbalize this picture into like an actual pickup line. And it was like, what do you call, I wrote it down because there was so many questions I had in terms of like, okay, what kind of truck do I use and what kind of cheese do I use? So they're not going to like guess it was, what do you call a fleet of Toyota Tacomas on their way to deliver thousands of laughing cows?
You know, man.
I've never used it.
You know?
I've never used it, and I probably never will. But like, I racked my brain. I'm like, Havarti, Swiss? No, that's too easy. The cheesiest pickup line ever.
It's so great.
It's so disgustingly bad that it's good. Actually, I don't even know if it rounds third to come
You'd
back to
absolutely get a pity response.
good. Like just
Oh, God! Like, what do you need?
like you need help.
I just need anybody.
You need somebody, please. Anybody. No, if I ever had to resort to a pickup line like that, just do the world a favor and kill me twice.
Mm-hmm.
Just kill me, bring me back to life, kill me again.
You know, wait, maybe we got it all wrong. You know, guys think that you got to use a pickup line to kind of stand out from all the hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going?
Mm-hmm.
In their DMs.
Your favorite.
Kind of a shot fired at you. Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
You. But maybe we don't have to do that. Maybe they're genuinely interested in just us and not our wit. Who the fuck am I kidding? You need to say something stupid and creative to get in there. Let's be honest.
I don't know, man. I would disagree. I mean, you could to a point, depending on the kind of person you think they are.
I think that what I said, that law applies to Tinder.
Yeah, I would say the female species nowadays on Tinder is so on this like pedestal of like guys have to be witty and have to say, and we've said this before, so this is a broken record like a couple episodes ago, but it's like that's just what it is now. It's like they just expect the most witty thing anyone could ever come out with every time, or it's like it's not even, they don't even consider responding.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is why no guy ever fucking wants to even approach a girl, because like that's the response they usually get if it's just not clever enough. It takes so much, like such a huge sack to just like muster up that confidence to like in person go and approach a girl is a completely different ballpark.
You know what? If I'd venture to say nowadays, it's actually easier to do it in person than on the social media. Mm-hmm. You got to shoot your shot.
I would actually say so, yeah.
That's not going to show up on camera, but that was an elastic band. Shooting it at the lens.
Oh, is that what he did? I think you just pointed at it.
I was trying to hit it. I don't know.
Oh. But no, I think, yeah, absolutely. I would say nowadays, it's probably easier to go up and straight up just talk to
Wait, what am I
person.
even saying? That's totally not okay.
What?
You can't even talk to women without...
No. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming.
Like...
I'm dying. Oh, fuck.
Good?
Yeah, I think so. I'm good. Whew.
You can't even talk to women without like sending maybe like a messenger first to be like, someone would like to speak to you regarding getting to know you. And because if you just approach someone, that is such a no. Don't approach anyone ever, because you'll end up in court.
Honestly, you're not far off, dude. Yeah, you need consent for everything these days. So get Bethany to tell Brittany to tell Samantha that Sean wants to get to know Chrysanthemum.
That's how it used to work back in elementary school.
Yeah, that revert back to that. That is safe, and it worked.
Yeah, straight up. Then all of a sudden,
get off your fucking high horse, girls, and just like let a dude tell 7 of his friends to ask you if it's okay, and just like go from there. Go to like, I don't know, the corner store or some shit.
what a time we live in, man.
Man, bring dating back to the early 2000s.
I got dumped at the tetherball pole.
Oh,
And I was like, totally.
tough.
I was on such a no. It was not tough.
no.
She asked permission. She's like, "Hey, is this cool if I do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm tetherball king right now. Tomorrow I'm going to be
And then
Foursquare
she
king."
proceeded to absolutely flame me on the tetherball pole.
She
Beat me in about 4 seconds.
She had height on me for sure. You know how girls always sprout in elementary school before the boys, so they were pretty
Yeah.
good at tetherball. It's like, I still ran the fucking.
I was a hopscotch king.
Still ran the racket on Beyblades.
Yo, those straight up need to come back. Are they coming back?
They never left.
That's good to see.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just I broke most of mine and never got around to replacing them. I was just taking too many W's.
That's our identity right there. We're just gonna post live matchups. We're gonna do brackets. People are gonna vote on which one.
Yo, subscribe to the Patreon for our monthly Beyblade Wars.
The Beyblade bracket. That'd be so
a Beyblade
cool.
bracket. And you get the one motherfucker that has the metal disc on it.
You get a huge sponsorship.
Yo, I think we're onto something here.
Yeah, I think so.
We're starting a Beyblade league.
Right, because it's humane. It's not like cockfighting. It's just discs. It's just tops, dreidels, if you will.
There you go.
You know, religious toys.
Is that cultural appropriation? Religious appropriation? Is that a thing?
Yeah, probably. It's all of them.
Good.
It's 2019. I'm
Great.
guilty of everything.
We open our mouths. We're guilty of something. That's the way it works. From Beyblade fight. Okay. Have you ever been in a fight? I don't think you have.
Not out like on the street. I'm such a pacifist.
I'm fucking pass these fists to your goddamn jaw.
Yeah, like I have no doubt that I have probably no issue with it, but I'd rather not, because like you don't ever want to accidentally be in a situation where you stoop to someone's level of being violent. And what if what if something comes out, all those years of fighting in hockey or boxing, and you fucking hit a guy so hard he hits his head and he dies? No, just don't. It's not worth it. Never. Don't. Be nice to everyone.
Yeah, never condoning assault and whatever. But that's the same thing. It's like everyone's so quick to like press charges these days.
Exactly, man.
So it's like, it's so easy to like, you get into one like bar fight or whatever. No, I wouldn't even say bar fight, just like, I don't know.
Altercation.
Any altercation. And yeah, it's like you have a felony charge now and you're kind of fucked.
Totally, man.
Just because like some guy who's like, I don't know, you punch some guy whose dad's a lawyer.
You just made like a wrong decision for a split second.
Yeah.
Just always just, use your actual head.
Yeah.
Don't think with your muscles.
Yeah. I regret the occasions where I've kind of been in altercations.
Yeah, sometimes big dick energy gets the best of you.
Yeah, I don't know. What was one I was in? One was in elementary school, so that was like not really real.
That exactly. Those aren't real.
I wouldn't count that. And I would say maybe 2 in I would say
after high school.
Late teen years, and then 1 in my early 20s, and that's about it. The only one I can justify is probably the most recent one. Because I would say you are liable, or I would say all bets are off at that point in terms of like accepting liability. At that point, like you don't give a fuck if somebody like smacks your girlfriend in the face.
Oh yeah, no, this is different. If you're coming to someone's aid,
That's a little
you're
bit different.
standing up for someone.
You're not just like trying to run your fucking big dick in a bar.
Yeah.
And just be that guy. That's not what we're talking
standing
about.
up for someone. You should definitely do what you need to do.
Yeah. I would say like at that point, all bets are off. It's like you don't care. But it's like if you just go out with your squad and it just all of a sudden just becomes, all right, let's do something tonight. Let's get into some shit tonight. Like that is the wrong bit of context.
Yeah, see, and Caprice is closed. Thanks, guys.
Fucking can't have anything nice. God damn.
Intermission.
And we're back. Talking about, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We're talking about violence.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we are. Don't condone it. No violence. No violence in the world at all. But if you're standing up for your girlfriend, do you, bruh. But be careful. I don't know. Fuck, man. This is where we get jumbled up and say some dumb shit. Or me, at least. I don't know.
You getting any tattoos soon?
I keep putting it off, dude. I don't know. It's just like, because it's such an expensive thing, you're like, ugh. And I'm super like OCD in terms of how I want it to look. But now that I've had like a few, you do know you're like, it's never going to look exactly the way you want it, because usually the way you want it is not doable.
They are not mind readers.
No, they're not.
Unless you can draw your own stencil, in which case, like...
Cool,
but like, I don't know if our artists going to do that.
You never know. There's always things. Here's what the conclusion I came to. They're always going to do something to alter it to make their job easier. Whether they can do it originally or not, they're always going to do something a little bit. They're going to try. Even with this one, I have a little King of Hearts on my wrist, and it's not small, but it's not big. But my original stencil that I had brought was smaller than this, a little bit smaller.
We made it bigger.
And he goes, "Yeah, I can't do it that small." I was like, "You can't, or like you won't do it that small." So he enlarged it a little bit. I'm like, and I don't hate it. It's fine. The size is cool because it still goes with the other one that's next to it. But that's when it kind of occurred to me. You're like, okay, I'm fully like aware that you can do this. And I know some artists specialize in like micro tattoos, things the size of like coins, that type of stuff with like mega detail, which is crazy. And I would love to actually get one of those just for an experience to be like, I've been tattooed by one of these people. And to have a little micro tattoo.
Do you feel like you're getting your money's worth if you do one of those?
I don't know. You wonder like, what do they charge? Because most of these guys that you see they're like celebrity tattoo artists. Mm-hmm. So you wonder their hourly rate is probably through the roof.
Yes.
Like I can imagine, even for like something the size of, for our Canadian folk, a loonie or a toonie.
Couple $100.
Yeah, at least
400. I'd say probably minimum.
4. Because there's a few guys in LA that I've like spoke to on Instagram and whatever. One guy that tattoos Odell Beckham. He was out here for when they did the Nike. It was like the Nike Pro Day or whatever down in Oregon. So they were all up here for some expo, bunch of the pros and whatever. So
they're up in Vancouver.
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know. It was some conference and something to do with like kids playing sports and stuff. So a bunch of they were
or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. And so they were all up here. So Odell's artist came here from Spain, like flew here from Spain to tattoo Odell. And so I was like, yeah, I would love to get some work done for him. He's like, well, I'm moving to California. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, you hit him in the DMs?
Yeah. I was surprised he actually answered because most of those guys like don't usually give the time of day to just like normal people after they've already got that celebrity clientele. Well, you wonder. I guess that's cool because you clearly sees like his head's not huge. Like people's heads not everybody's head gets huge when you get like a pretty exclusive clientele.
Jobs like that, man, you don't got a pension, right? So you just got to make sure you got a lot of money saved up.
Pocket any dough you can. If someone's throwing it at you, you're not going to turn it down.
Back to the art side of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You're a consumer, and you like to get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just feel like you need to give them the flexibility to be artists.
Yeah, like it's their career. It's their job. It's their passion. They clearly know what they're doing. For the most part, I would say there's 1% that shouldn't be artists.
You could probably say there's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe those are the ones you can sniff out and go to for the who you just throw them at it, just do it exactly the way I fucking want it.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Versus the other guys who you're gonna be waiting months to get in and be like, hey man, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Do your thing.
Yeah. I think it definitely depends on the caliber of tattoo you're getting though. If it's something small and just like whatever, sure. Just go to anybody. Go to the most public tattoo place you can go in your city and just get it, whatever. These were throwaways. It's all wording, so they're super easy. But in terms of a picture, I'm a lot more picky now, which is why I keep postponing it, because I'm a lot more picky in terms of where I want to go and who the small intricacies of their different tattooing styles.
Mm-hmm.
Someone with a heavier hand or whatever. Like there's friends that we have that have certain tattoos by certain people that look good. They're good tattoos, but I don't like them because they're not the style that I want. Like certain ones are, I don't know, their style is way too dark and that type of shit. So you get a little bit more picky depending on what you get.
Tats are crazy, man. Did you go to the tattoo convention this year?
No, I actually really wanted to go.
Really, man?
I feel like I would have wandered around there. Maybe,
I feel like that's a tough mix.
Yeah.
It's tough because I feel like that's...
But what is it? You just walk around and just watch people get tattooed in booths?
Kind of, yeah. There are artists who are tattooing, but it's also...
Because there's a few that I follow that were...
It's people who make machines, people who make needles, people who do the ink, special ink.
Oh, so it's like equipment. It's sales too,
yeah,
right?
It's sales, T-shirts, art, shit like that. It's like a culture show.
Yeah.
But... with that, there's like a judgment, right, based on the genre of tattoo you have on your body. I don't know, people like think of you in a certain way, and it's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely still a stigma with tattoos, and it's so unfortunate. But it is changing. I would say it is reversing in a sense. Like the stigma of tattoos is definitely changing, and with the quote unquote millennial, which is probably my least favorite word of all time, but. With the millennial, that stigma of tattoos is changing, and the tattoos in the workplace and visible tattoos.
Yeah, man.
There's still a level of professionalism that certain people follow, or I would say certain people like to conform to, and others don't. They like to probably go against it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, and to each their own. I'm one for keeping things, the dress shirt rule. I'm pretty partial.
Keep it underneath.
Dress shirt rule.
Yeah, the dress shirt.
Yeah,
I dig that.
Unless you're in a position in your life where you're like, you're set. Really,
that's exactly what I'm waiting for, man. I'm telling you, the moment where I'm at the job and I'm secure.
Yeah.
Where I'm wearing a dress shirt, but I'm the boss, and I'm like, yeah, guess what? The hands are gonna get done. Yeah. Like the neck, nothing on the face, but like some that you could see over the collar.
There's points where I'm like, I could hide hand ones, but I was just like, probably not yet.
I think that would just be really just a testament to how the culture, the art and tattoo culture has come from being outlaw stuff, like, only bikers and tough guys and, sailors and shit had them. And now, like, actually my uncle, who's trying to brand that sort of shit, is trying to say, like, listen, it's not just bad people with tattoos. Mm-hmm. Yes, some of them have meaning in crime culture, but it's art.
It's legitimate. It's just art.
It's been art since fucking 10,000 BC.
Since time, bruh.
Since time, brother.
But yeah, straight up, man. It's just art. And depending on what you have on you, obviously, some people's taste is different. If you have a fucking huge dick tattooed on your chest, that's probably a little niche, I would say. And not a pretty 1%er kind of tattoo.
Can you recall any tattoos you've actually seen with your own two eyes that you were like judgmental
physically cringed over? I don't think so, no. That's just a testament to, I guess, the where we live and the people I'm around.
Also, it's like, I would say it's definitely like mad disrespect to like out someone for their permanent marking on their skin. Like,
you don't know. You have no idea what's behind that.
I can't recall one case, but there's several cases where someone will, in my opinion, upside down, or the right way would be when your body is completely relaxed. Would you agree? Like all your tattoos are correct, in my opinion. So having a piece that is when you're looking at it like your own forearm and you can read it like that,
Right.
I believe that to be actually upside down because you don't actually spend most of your day kind of like this. You would swing
Right,
your arm,
so
you
like-
would swing your arms as so.
So you would think this would be facing like me, so I could read it.
That the way it is correct.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that
Like
the
I would
other
be
way
showing
exactly.
somebody.
So we both have wrist tattoos.
Yeah.
Mine when I'm relaxed are like this. So his is scripture. The M
Everything
is
is-
correct. Like M, it's a year, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think so. I don't know.
It says Man Crush Monday, whatever. I have a fucking snake and some other goofy shit.
Yeah.
But I would never out and out unless someone was truly confiding in me, a good friend. I've seen tattoos where people have been like, wow, it's blah blah blah, and it's right here, and I can always look at it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oops.
That actually just reminded me, we do know somebody, or I think two people that have had tattoos that have been legitimately misspelled or with incorrect information in them. Not, probably the most overused one is like Japanese lettering, but this wasn't the case.
mm-hmm.
It was genuinely, it was an English word that was blatantly misspelled.
Ooh, dude.
I actually can't remember the exact person. I know it was a girl.
Man.
I know it was a girl that we know. And it was it's just an English word.
Did
They
she
just
get an absolute
fucking spelled
book
it wrong.
written on her ribs like some people?
I think it was like on her back.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're putting a lot of trust in a tattoo artist doing some shit you can't see back there. And I just remember she posted about it, and everybody was like, "Yo,
Mike, yeah.
oh my god, this is fake, right?" And she's like, "No, no."
Oh, wow.
And she goes, "Why?" And I was just like, "Oh,
See? And that was on social media, right?
yeah, on hers. It didn't go viral or anything.
No,
it was
no.
just, but it was on hers, and I think, oh fuck,
Another reason, well, that's why I've never posted immediately after I've gotten a tattoo. I've never posted like a photo of a tattoo I've just got. I've just allowed myself to be photographed with a tattoo perhaps exposed. I don't know, man.
I think I posted the first one I got. I posted this one.
Yeah, man, that was a super
'Cause everyone-
special and meaningful one.
Yeah.
And
The trick, if you want to get a tattoo a little bit younger, get something your parents are gonna like.
yeah, man.
For my first tattoo, yeah, I made sure the first one was like meaningful or whatever. So mom was okay with that. And then you fucking just defile the rest of your body with other dumb shit.
Straight up.
But make the first one, yeah,
As
some of
such,
the
man,
parents will like.
I don't think anything has too much meaning on my body.
No, and that's what like the difference even with like I would say like my parents aren't against tattoos whatsoever, but they're definitely, the view on them is like I would say is quote unquote like a little old timey in the sense that like, oh, everything has to have meaning, and it's like, what if you don't like that thing in 10 years?
And we are on the same wavelength thinking it gains meaning.
It can gain meaning, but at the same time, my whole thing is like, what did I want? There was something, I don't know, like, I can't think of an example right now, Jesus Christ. But something that like I like right now, that may not like, I don't know, I may not be still into it in, 20 years, but it's still like a freeze frame to this point in time in your life where I like that thing.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah.
Those are literally memories that you have. Dude, you kind of blew my mind there in saying that. That's a great outlook.
Yeah.
Like the movie Memento.
Yeah.
Crazy. Very cool.
But so they're all, yeah, everything you put on your body to that extent is like, yeah, it's something that at this point in time in your life, like held weight in your life.
Man, you have like brought me back to earth with that because I can look at an old tattoo and be like, that's how I was feeling when I got that.
Like I remember when I got this one, the first one, I remember what I did the day I got it. Because I went out the night after I got it. I got it, went home, went out for somebody's birthday.
You want to show it off.
With the saran wrap shit on. Because this is before even, I think that second skin stuff came out. So they would throw saran wrap on it, and it was like still, the ink was coming out still, and it was like bleeding. And I was just walking around the club with this shit. Just showing it off.
Hindsight is...
That's the classic, like when you get your first tattoo, everything you do is just like, yo, what's up? Can I get an order here? Hello, hi, hello.
Hey, have you seen
it? Like, have you seen over there. Have you seen it? Over there.
this way
Over that
is-
way. Over that way.
Now let's talk about something. So Second Skin wasn't out. You're in this greasy ass club. Now, in hindsight, that's bad tattoo care. But as you get older, as you get older, you realize they give you pretty strict rules because it's obviously a sanitary thing. It's an open wound.
Yeah.
But how much has your tattoo care dropped off over the years?
That still actually scares me, and because I like forget because it's been distance of or a lot of time between me getting them, and I do forget. I'm like, what? Okay. How serious are the guidelines they actually give you? Because basically they say because I always question it because they borderline contradict it. They're like, don't get it wet, but also wash it. You're like, what?
Don't get it wet. Shower once you get home.
Yeah, but and wash the shit. I'm like, how do I what? And I would be scared to get. I literally showered I showered like this, trying not to get
I think
it wet.
bathing is what. Yeah, bathing is something you need to do.
Obviously,
but don't go in a pool.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Because chlorine and whatever.
No, don't even go swimming in the ocean.
Right.
Pools and oceans and stuff. Bathe. Be a human. Bathe. I would say don't scrub when it's new.
Right.
Because it's not in yet.
Yeah.
It's
still, it's on the surface still yet. But no, because I think there's been, in this one I can pick out, instant, well, I think at least. At this point I don't really know because at first I attributed it to just the artist kind of just being sloppy, and there's points where there's lighter points and where you feel like you kind of jumped.
Yeah.
But looking at it in hindsight, you're like, oh, maybe it was the aftercare, getting it wet and because water can get in there, right, and cause a little bubble almost, and kind of bleed that ink.
I gotta look at a few.
Bleed that ink. And there's a few that I have that are there's some letters that have faded, and I was like, is it? I don't know. Is it the aftercare or was it just the tattoo artist or whatever? But that's just, I think very few people have a perfect tattoo and have it remain perfect.
Yeah.
It's highly unlikely because it's a lot of work, especially when you have a big labor intensive piece that has a lot of color and a lot of lines, which is what you have. You have a lot of traditional tattoos.
Yeah, I really like the color because I was given a white man's body. And
I want to get rid of it.
I don't know. I loved to color as a kid, and everything had to be every color.
I gave the artist all the shit I colored as a kid and said, put it on there.
Not a gay man, but I think rainbow is really cool. People are like, what's your favorite color? I'd be like, I don't want to choose just one.
All of them.
Rainbow. Everything.
All of them. The most 2019 statement you've ever said.
For sure.
Can't leave one out. They all have to be
They all are included.
We love them all. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. I keep putting off getting the other tattoos because I'm so picky of which artist I want to go to. Straight up, and it's just obviously it's when you have an excess in spare funds kind of thing. Some people, most of their money they have a tattoo fund and whatever, and that's what money goes to. And that's what they save for and don't buy anything else. Unfortunately, I'm a serial spender. Fucking fiscally irresponsible. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. So it's if I ever have funds laying around, sure. But I've never been a type to get a mural that was a $1,500, $2,000 mural. That's I don't know. That's never been the style I was into. If I find the right one,
stitch it together over time.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with that, throwing tiny ones in there that means something to me, and then just fill it.
I like that.
And just fill it in. I feel like I just blew your mind.
Well, dude,
completely. With that. You're like, oh,
we are so ebony and ivory on some things, but on the same time, you're totally not my style of art. But the way we're gonna go about it is similar.
Very
in the sense
similar.
That I can't decide on one thing to occupy my flesh for my lifetime. Or as long as
I would feel like I wasted space if I just picked and no, I'm not shitting on anybody else's tattoo choice because
but this is
some
just
people
how you
that.
feel.
I would feel like I had wasted space if I had just chosen, I would say, 3 different pieces in mural form and just throwing them. If I had a lion here and a lady's face here and one thing on the inside and the other on one thing here. Just 4 really big pieces, I would feel like I've really wasted that space because it is now filled up with 4 things. And especially a lot of people would like to keep going with their tattoos. I'm pretty content in filling up my left arm, and that's pretty much it. maybe later on like do the right. But I like having the sentimental one being the showcase piece of like of my right arm and whatever. And I'm also a huge fan of leg tattoos. Big leg tattoo guy. I'm a big fan.
I get it. For some reason, I have this premonition in my head, this predisposition that like if you have exclusively leg tattoos, you're kind of a pussy.
You like just get one like, somewhere else.
I don't know, man. I guess I will pick a fight with people with exclusively just leg tattoos. Like people who have
At that point, you're like, why? Just get one anywhere else.
If you have one tattoo and it's on your leg, I don't have beef with you. But if you have many tattoos and they're all on your legs, what?
If you have a leg sleeve and not one anywhere else,
what?
That's like kind of.
Where do you live different? That you can like? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I wonder where. Like, that's not.
The point of tattoos are yes, they are sentimental to you, but I think you'd like to have other people see them. And if you live here, your jeans, you know.
Yeah, you're in jeans, bro.
8 to 7 months of the year.
Pretty much. Like, you're not wrong.
And there's a lot of meat there, bro. You need to feel some.
Yeah, whoa.
Come on.
All like this, all in here.
You're a little bit of a coward.
Fucking coward.
Sorry, that was just my position on that.
Out here going off. But no, I get that. Well, for me, I would say leg tattoos are like, I want something that's kind of stupid, so I'm going to throw it on my leg. Like shit that doesn't really mean a lot. I would just like I would like, oh, that's kind of a cool picture. I would probably get it on my leg.
Yeah, butt cheeks.
But didn't you say you're like, yo, a knee tattoo is fucking dope.
Yeah, true that, man. Knee
tattoos, painful as a motherfucker, but so dope to see through a pair of like ripped jeans.
Yeah, man,
it's cool.
Well, that's because in my style, like you typically get something that's like bright blue, red, something vibrant,
right?
And you're just like, whoa.
Would you do the whole body in traditional like color, or would you do a different part of your body like more grayscale?
I can't do like one limb, just one, but I can.
Would you do like top half color, bottom half?
Nah, I feel like that's. I don't know. You know, that
kind of got to keep the trend at this point.
You got to keep the trend of mostly color with some black pieces.
Yeah,
because traditional can be black.
Well, your prayer hands are black and gray.
Yeah, and I got a black one on my chest, and I have like a 8 ball that's black.
Yeah. What about the one on your ass?
That's color.
He threw color in there.
Yeah.
You endured that.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's a ship I wish I hopped on. Is that like a matching tattoo train with just like.
We could do it, man. I got one other butt cheek that's vacant.
I don't want it on my ass, dude. And also, the tattoo y'all got is not something that's not my. It's not my cup of tea.
You get one that says like Old Town Road on it.
I guarantee it's been done. That's the shitty part. It's been done.
Oh man!
All right, we've been going for a hot minute.
This has been kind of a good topic that took up most of the chat.
Yeah, this was neat. We went into this thing. We were going to talk about relationship bullshit. And
we kind of did.
We did. We got it. Yeah.
Did you feel like that we were boring because we're just too stable? We're not crazy enough.
We don't fucking do anything.
We don't do anything.
Tune in next week for our TED Talk. So it might be a little bit more serious because there's a couple things that I probably need to be like, I don't know. There's probably going to be some funny in there, maybe, but we'll see. It might be more like today where we actually just like talk about a thing for 40 minutes. So you never know.
Hey, thanks for just sticking with us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
There's like a core 4 of you who are always there.
We appreciate you.
Keep it real.
Yeah, we like it. All right. See you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of JK's Just a Podcast. We sure hope you enjoyed it. If you like what we do and support the podcast, please donate to the Patreon for exclusive bonus content at patreon.com/justapodcast or hit the link in the description of this video. You can also listen to the episodes on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. And don't forget to leave that 5-star review. It is greatly appreciated and helps us out a ton. Follow us on Twitter at JK_justapodcast and Instagram at JK'sJustApodcast. Until next week, take care, everybody. Peace out.